Greetings and salutations, my lovelies. Bardic Kitty here, bringing you a bit of a disaster. So, before I talk too much about the piece, I just want to say that a lot of things happened while I was working on this, and it's actually still not finished. And unfortunately, the video is going to go up that way because I don't have anything I can do about the fact that it's unfinished right now. More details on that later. But basically, I wanted to do something for Easter, and so I came up with this idea, and I was like, okay, and I did a few sketches, and then I started sketching it, and nothing was coming out right, and then things just started happening. So I got the sketch where I wanted it, and my camera sucks, and I was trying to show you these details on these little tiny things I'm drawing, but I couldn't even get it to focus by putting my hand there or whatever. We really need a new camera. It's on the priority list. It's on there, but there are just so many other things right now, and I don't know how long it'll be before I get a new camera, but I really want a better one so that I can give you guys much better quality videos, because it also stopped recording on me a couple of times again this video. I hate, I'll be sitting there working and I'll look up and the screen will just be crazy, full of pixels or whatever, and just colors everywhere, and it's oh god, how long ago did that stop recording? So there's a couple of missing chunks out of this video, and that's why, and I'm sorry. Alright, so for that matter, I'm lucky to have a camera at all right now though, even if it isn't the best. Because another thing that happened was after I finished the inking portion of this, I, stopped recording and I went and I made dinner. And while I was making dinner, I hear this loud crash from the other room. And the not exactly a kitten anymore, young cat that I have, had gotten up on the table to chase a stink bug and had knocked the tripod over. And so I came into the other room to find the camera on the ground with the tripod legs sticking up in the air with the cord of one of my $80 lamps wrapped around it. And that was almost off the table. Thankfully it didn't, because that might have actually broken. But I checked the camera and it turned on, and I fussed at the cat, and for the most part, whatever. It happens. I got rid of the stink bug that she was chasing, and all was right in the world. I guess in her opinion, anyway. So basically that was just another thing that happened, and we're actually about to get to one of the parts where it missed, because I don't get all of the rest of coloring these eggs. And then I actually don't get the rest of coloring the eggs later when I'm actually decorating them. Anyway, speaking of decorating, so obviously Easter is coming up. It's this coming Sunday, and I'm kind of excited for it. We're not doing anything on Easter Sunday, but I am going to be hanging out with my family on Saturday this week, and all the nieces and nephews are going to be there, and there's going to be an egg hunt, and I think they're all going to be there. I really hope one of my brothers has a tendency to not be able to bring his family to things because he works all the time and it sucks. But anyway, so hopefully, though, everyone will be there. I think last I heard they will be, so fingers crossed. So I wanted to do something for Easter, and I was thinking about it, and it's I was doing some sketches, and of course I started with this, I sketched an Easter basket, and it's okay, that's boring, and then I was sketching eggs, and sketching a little boy coloring this egg that's almost as big as he is, and then this big eggs. Dragons lay eggs. Dragons are big. And so my original thought was to do the little boy coloring the dragon eggs, but then I went with this mischievous fairies thing instead. On to another, this art piece is cursed thing. This is why it's unfinished. By the time I got to the rear leg there, the mid-tone color I was using was almost completely dead. And I'll actually show it to you here in a bit. If you've ever wondered what a Copic marker looks like when the ink is dried up, you're about to find out. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The nibs are actually white, and they're only colored because of the ink. And so when you get to a point where they are so dry you can see the white nib through it, it's time to add it to the other pile of dead markers. And then this is where we miss a bunch of footage again because I hate my camera. So yeah, all of these little eggs, and I decorate. Oh, other story. While the kitten was up on the table, she scratched the drawing. So before I get to the point where I have colored the eggs, only to have not ended up with that footage, I had to take a moment because at that point, you know, I just ran out of ink on that marker. I knew I wasn't going to be able to finish the piece. Yes, I could have substituted out a similar color, but I really just wanted to keep the whole thing very cohesive. And there was already going to be, you know, a lot of colors, and I didn't want to like throw in something else. And then I lose the footage. So again, this is one of those pieces where I just had to keep taking a moment and just take a deep breath, because it'll be okay. I'm kind of rambling, and I'm sorry. It's like almost 2:30 in the morning, and I need to get this done so I can upload it tomorrow/today. I guess today already for me, but today for you guys, Thursday. It's Thursday morning too, 2:30 in the morning. Anyway, so basically, I wanted to go ahead. It's like I hate the fact that I'm uploading this and the picture isn't going to be complete at the end, and that really bothers me. It's unprofessional, but at the same time, it's also going to show you guys out there, you know, especially, you know, if you're starting out and you're younger and you don't really know what you're doing. I'm old, you know, whatever. And you're worried about everything being perfect. It's not going to be perfect. No matter how hard you try, something is going to happen. Your cat's going to destroy it. You're going to have like markers die on you. It's going to happen, and that is okay. You know, if you're doing it for a school project or if it's for like a job, then maybe it's less okay. Probably it's probably going to be less okay, but it's just you can't control the world, unfortunately. I wish I could, but none of us can. And so it's just going to be something that you're going to have to get used to. And again, it stinks. Like, I really, really am upset about this piece and how it didn't get finished. But I've reached a point where it's okay. And it will get finished, and I'll show you guys when it gets finished. I'll make a point to put it in the beginning or end of a video that I post in the future once it's finished, if you guys are interested. But things are going to go wrong. Everything could go wrong. But if you're making art and you're having fun, that's really the important thing. Again, slightly different if it's for school or a job. Anyway, so I'm about to finish up what I did finish of the piece here, and I kind of flail around a bit trying to show you a good close-up of it, but honestly, my camera stinks, as I said before, and it didn't really work out. So I do have just a picture of it from where I've taken the photo, and it's been like, you know, like color adjusted in Photoshop to look closer to the original, and you're gonna get that like right now. So I hope you like the picture so far, as opposed to the finished picture. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked it, and I love you all, and I hope you have a beautiful week.